Episode 3. Let's go. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. This is Asha Media TV. For those of you that are new here, welcome. This is where I like to watch, react, and review a variety of stuff related to sci-fi, fantasy, and comic books. So, in today's video, I am going to be watching episode 3 of Marvel's What If animated series. This one is titled, What If the Mightiest Heroes... No, that's not it. What if the world lost its mightiest heroes, right? But of course, before I press play on this episode, I do need to cover some very basic stuff. So if you are new to my channel, it's your first time watching me, please listen up. The first thing you should know is that this is a spoiler-filled reaction video. Spoilers ahead related to the MCU as a whole. So if you haven't seen any MCU movies, I don't suggest you watching my reaction because I might blurt out stuff related to whatever I see in this episode, okay? So spoilers ahead related to the MCU. You've been warned. And the second thing I want you to know is that I do not provide a picture-in-picture type of reaction that is custom on YouTube for very valid legal reasons. I'm an international YouTuber. That makes a difference with what I can upload and what I can't. So with that in mind, what I do offer instead is a watch-along type of experience. And if you want to find out about 3 ways to watch along with me successfully this episode, click on the link right above my finger here or head on over into the description box below and click on the YouTube link that will lead you to my explainer video titled How to Watch Along with Me. And the last thing that you should know is that I'm what's considered a normie. So there's my normie disclaimer there up on the screen. I'm pretty much asking you to take it easy on me if you are very much familiar with the comic books, the source material, which I am not familiar with. And so it's easy for me to misinterpret, misunderstand, or completely get something wrong with what I'm looking at in the episode. I just follow the mainstream stuff. And normies are not very much liked in the community of non-normies. But it is what it is, and I'm being transparent about it so that you understand where my perspective is coming from as a normie. Okay, so now I'm going to get ready to press play on episode 3. So if you're going to watch along with me, let's get ready to count down to play. If you're not, skip ahead to the review takeaway portion of this video. Hopefully I'll see you at some point, but I'm ready to go. So let's go. All right, people, so I'm right at the beginning, 0000, ready to count down to play. Ready? Okay, let's do it. 3, 2, 1, play. And by the way, I don't skip the intro. I probably should, but I don't know why I don't. I don't do it for any other show except for Supernatural because there's usually spoilers. So maybe that's the reason, because there's no spoilers. I don't care. And I'm recording in the daylight environment even though all my curtains are closed. So the lighting around me might darken over time. Just letting you know that's the reason. Now, I'm going to be honest, it's been a challenge so far with new Marvel stuff. Upon my second watch of the second episode, I actually found more things I didn't like and didn't make sense to me that I didn't notice in on my first watch. So let's just say my enthusiasm for Marvel stuff is waning. It really is. There's just certain messaging that they're doing in their properties that I'm just not on board with, and I know for myself this may be the last Marvel-related property I'll actively watch and react to. Aside from the movies, yeah. Anyways, it's too early to tell, but we'll see. Is that Scarlett's voice? I'll check the cast list after. There's that huskiness in her voice, so I think it is her. Yeah, that's not RDJ. Doesn't sound like him anyway. It's close. What if we accidentally killed Iron Man? Whoa. That's a very muscular looking Hulk. Bruce Banner. Tuesday. Should have made this on Thursday for Thor. It's Thor's day. I'm trying to think. I don't think we've ever seen Scarlett Johansson with the flowy red hair that long in the movies. That would have been kind of cool. In Endgame, she had it in a braid. It was like half blonde. Anyway. She can more than just land a punch. Puente Antiguo. I actually really love the Thor movie, the original, the first one. Let me know in the comments if you enjoy it too. So each Avenger are going to die in some mysterious way, or... He's gorgeous. That's hilarious. I bet they wouldn't dare say that line for a female character, right? What if an arrow worked? What's in the arrow? Oh, okay, someone else? Huh. It's a terrible way for Thor to go. Ooh. So the last person to likely get to be deleted would be Black Widow. So we've got Cap left and Bruce. What was he smelling? Thor? Hmm. All right, my wild guess, it's going to be a character that we love that somehow went rogue. Loki! Hmm. That was a great moment. I like how they did that with the timing of her reaction. Hey, stole that line. Actually, no, I think the line's a little bit different in Civil War. I think it's the Wakandan lady said, "Move or you will be moved." Something along those lines. Ooh, who's coming to town? That's the Bifrost. Ah! Loki's taking over. I really threw that out as a wild guess, but I didn't think they'd bring him in. Pick up the phone. Oh, look at this. They're reenacting this part. I didn't think they would acknowledge that first movie ever again. Ooh. I don't remember. How can Bruce be killed? Hmm. Wow. It's the Incredible Hulk movie replaying itself differently. Huh? What the hell? Ooh! He like exploded! Okay. Okay, well, that answers my question. Wow. Yay. Hmm. Hmm. It's nice to see that Loki, even if it's animated. Wow, this is nice the way they've colored this image. Wow, Coulson's a little simp for all of them, huh? Probably not the right word to use, but you get what I mean. He's a fanboy. You just got your ass kicked in the dark. By what? Oh, is this how Natasha goes down? By some invisible thing? It's all about Hulk. Okay. I can't figure out this mystery, and that's okay. Let it unfold. Let me be pleasantly surprised, hopefully. Oh, Hope! I thought she said Hulk. Hope. Huh. Is there a character named Hope that I'm not aware of? Oh, Captain Marvel. Hmm. So this reality, there is no okay, let me just shut up. Just watch and see. Yes. It's Bobby. I'd love if it responded like that. This like kid-like voice. Oh, Hope Vanda. Okay, okay, okay. Hank Pym, yeah. I completely forgot about Hope. Yeah. Doesn't sound like Michael Douglas, but it's kind of close. If it is him, I'll be surprised. All right, so he's behind all of this. Okay. Oh. Okay. I'm glad they were showing that. Pretty spry for a guy with a corner office. That's the best line of the whole thing so far. And it makes a difference having Samuel L. Jackson voicing it. Oh, is this Loki? Pretending to be him? Yeah. The goth kid. That was awesome. Till Friday. So far, so good. This could be my favorite episode yet. Depending on how it ends. Oh. All he needed was a microphone and some cameras. You got Steve left. I was wondering about him, but I didn't want to voice it out loud because I wasn't sure if I missed something about him. And of course, Captain Marvel. Oh. That. I didn't expect that ending. Okay. So we'll never know. Or I guess maybe in future episodes. What if Captain Marvel is all you need? You don't need any other Avenger. She can do everything and anything, right? Okay. Alright. So, I like to let it play out with the animation, so that's fine with me for now. Okay. Credits. Let me just double check as usual if there's anything beyond this. Nope, there is not. It immediately stopped for me. Cool. So, that's that. My review and takeaways coming up. Until further notice, this is my favorite episode from the Marvel What If series. Wow, there's a lot to unpack, but of course, I'm going to condense it down to my 3 takeaways that I appreciate from this episode. Now, if you're new to my channel or it's been a while since you've watched one of my reactions, I just want to give you an update that I've changed up a bit my format of how I express certain things in the review takeaway portion of my videos. So basically, if you want to have an idea of anything I didn't like or that confused me about this episode, you'd have to watch my full reaction, and anything I've uttered at that point, you can interpret however you want. So instead, what I've decided to do is focus on the positive aspects of whatever I'm watching. Hopefully I can find at least 3. That's usually my goal. And then of course, I will share that with you. So when it comes to this episode, there's way more than 3 things that I loved about it. But for brevity's sake, I'm going to share my top 3. The first thing being the mystery, the intrigue. Who would have guessed Hank Pym would have such a vendetta, a vengeance for what he believed happened to his daughter? And it makes total sense if you watched all the Ant-Man movies, if you're familiar, of course, with the comics. In this case, as a normie, it's actually helpful that I didn't really need to know the source material to understand Hank's anger and frustration with the situation. His reasons, from his perspective, seemed valid and legit. And as a viewer, I can empathize with his grief and pain and anger to want to take that kind of drastic action against S.H.I.E.L.D. And so what's so cool with this episode is they hit the ground running, introducing to us this really intriguing mystery, and then revealing a character who I would never guess in a million years could be such a formidable enemy to S.H.I.E.L.D. with the technology that he's developed, which is what we saw in this episode. So yes, the mystery in this episode was very well done and very well executed with the action sequence, which leads to my second takeaway from this episode, and that is Loki. The reintroduction of the villainous version of Loki that I personally love the most. If you want to have an idea as to what I feel about the Loki they have engineered for audiences now, check out one of my reactions to a Loki episode that will give you some idea about my thoughts about what they've done with Loki. But in this episode, bringing back the OG villainous Loki from the Avengers movie, and prominently featuring the main traits of him that I, as a fan, love, I can't help but express my joy for that. And so it is definitely a memorable takeaway for me. And the last thing that I really enjoyed in this episode was the dialogue. It was pretty damn funny at times, especially the ones coming from Nick Fury. And it does help that it was Samuel L. Jackson voicing the actual character. And I pulled up the cast list for this episode, and I am surprised I got a couple of stuff wrong. Like, for instance, Natasha Romanoff. It sounded a lot like Scarlett Johansson, but it wasn't. It was an actress named Lake Bell. And who I thought wasn't Michael Douglas was Michael Douglas. Go figure. But they pretty much got everybody except for, let's see here, Tony Stark, obviously. That wasn't RDJ. Nope. But the fact that he wasn't much on screen doesn't make that's fine. Who's the one that surprised me? Well, it didn't surprise me. I knew it wasn't her voice either. Yes, for Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, it's another actress. So yes, but everybody else was there. Jamie Alexander reprised her very brief moment there of Lady Sif. We have Tom Hiddleston, of course, as Loki. Oh gosh, if that was a different actor, that would have been weird. Clark Gregg, of course, as Agent Coulson. Frank Grillo came back as Brock. Jeremy Renner as Clint. We know that. So yes, the dialogue overall in this episode impressed me enough that I could say that I chuckled at many moments, and there were certain ways a character expressed their emotions. For instance, Natasha, when she found out that Clint had died, I loved the beat for beat moment from how she was processing the news to then, make her declaration to get revenge and move forward and figure things out. Really, really enjoyed it. So, there you have it. That is my reaction and my key takeaways from this episode. Let me know in the comment section, what did you enjoy the most? Which character hopefully got you laughing? I know for me it was Nick Fury. Were you as happy as I was to see the return of the villainous Loki that most of us have come to love since the Avengers movie? Let me know in the comment section. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this video, and until the next what if scenario with Marvel, I'm Asha, tuning out. Peace. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos and subscribe. You know you wanna.